Hello and welcome to another round of Essex Senior League highlights in partnership with iSports Analysis. 2 games for you this week featuring league leaders Saffron Walden Town. Redbridge have had a decent start to the Essex Senior League season, winning 3 of their opening 5 matches, including last week's commanding 5-1 victory at Tower Hamlets. They faced a stern test in a Saffron Walden Town side that is undefeated to start the campaign, having started the league season with 4 successive wins. The away side looked to show early on the play that has them top of the league following the first month of the season. A bobbled shot from the right drifting just wide of the far post. Barely 5 minutes had been played when Jack Leachman won the ball in midfield, playing an inch-perfect ball over the top, where Gavin Cockman cleverly lobbed Florent Gislett in the Redbridge goal. Redbridge's first big chance came from an attack down the left, Taylor Tom Bides turning and firing a low shot that was well saved by Nicholas Eyre, Tom Shelton reacting quicker to the rebound to push the ball clear. Both sides continued to produce decent opportunities, but the keepers remained unbothered until Gislett was faced with an awkward situation after a cross was deflected high into the air, bouncing off the top of the Redbridge crossbar on its way behind for a corner. Following an ambitious long-range strike from Shelton, Cockman saw a header go just wide before Shelton again went for goal, this time dragging his effort beyond the far post. The away side would suddenly find themselves on the back foot though, as Charleston Brown skipped past a would-be tackler in midfield and came forward, eventually playing in Sam Dickens. Dickens' cross was cleared only as far as Tom Bides, who finished well to draw the host level, with very little of the goal to aim at. Saffron Walden could have regained the lead just before the break, but Jack Isherwood's shot was well saved. The away side began the second half much as they had the first, almost finding the net from a free header at a corner. They would retake the lead from another set piece, Jack Leachman rising highest to head the long throw into the bottom corner. Leachman almost added his second shortly after with a shot curled just over the bar, before a big scare at the other end. Ayre made an ill-advised dash off the goal line and completely whiffed his clearance, having defender Jamie Riley to thank for sparing his blushes and sweeping up to avoid giving away a calamitous equaliser. Riley continued his run as Saffron Walden came forward, the attack ultimately ending in Isherwood's poor finish at the back post. The home side were now the ones living dangerously. Gislett forced it to another save before almost conceding an own goal, as defender Rhys Latimer was fortunate not to steer across past his own keeper at the near post. The two-goal cushion breakthrough would come eventually for Saffron Walden, as Spike Bell's cross was headed straight to Cockman, the striker having plenty of time to compose himself before firing home at the near post. Hungry for his hat-trick, Cockman raced into the box to meet a cross that he might have been better off leaving, as teammate Charles Cole appeared in a better position to score. Gislett made another good save to deny Gary Bowes as Saffron Walden looked to put the game beyond doubt, before Greg Strong wasted his free header from the ensuing corner. With less than 10 minutes remaining, out of nowhere, Redbridge reduced the deficit back to 1. Tom Bides meeting the cross with a good header at the back post. Suddenly the home side found themselves within distance of snatching a point and went all out attack, Tom Harvey curling a shot just over the bar. Tom Bides looked like he may have completed the game-saving hat-trick as he headed the ball beyond Ayre, only for Liam Burgess to chase the ball down and head it to safety. It would prove to be a match-winning header, one that preserves Saffron Walden's unbeaten start and keeps them top of the league, 2 points clear of #United and Takeley, who have both played a game less than the league leaders. Redbridge meanwhile sits a respectable 5th in the table despite the defeat, and should be pleased with their performance against such a good side as Saffron Walden Town.
We need Craig out of this,
Stansted have enjoyed a difficult start to the Essex Senior League season, not picking up a point since their opening day win over Ilford, while St Margaretesbury picked up their first victory of the league season in midweek, following 2 defeats to start the campaign. Stansted began stronger, failing to put the ball home during a goalmouth scramble before heading a free kick harmlessly wide of the goal. From there though, the away side took control of the match. Raphael Dail played an 8-1-2 with Andy Greenslade, but his first touch on receiving the ball back allowed Stansted keeper James Pellin to smother the opportunity. He hardly had a moment's rest before the ball was coming his way again. This time Kyle Roberts was the instigator, getting the ball back from Dail and playing it to the back post, where Kirk McPherson should have done much better than to roll the ball into Pellin's arms. At the other end, Mike Ugbowen did well to muster defender off the ball before forcing Dan Martin to his first significant save of the match. St Margaretesbury should have found themselves in front when Roberts was gifted the ball by a defensive miscue, but his low shot bounced off the far post. More chances followed, substitute Wes Balthazar heading over from McPherson's cross. Stansted still threatened occasionally, Toby Blanche finding some room on the edge of the area to fire just wide of the post. The ball was soon back in the danger area for the home side, but defenders were quick to block any attempts at goal.
Well done! Bring your men to the fire! Andy!
Their defences, however, would not hold out long into the second half. Napier Brown went down fairly easily in the penalty area, and the referee obliged his wishes by pointing to the spot. Balthazar's spot kick was well placed enough to be beyond the reach of Pellin, who had guessed the right way.
Now we go, if he does it, I'll fucking do it.
Yo, mate. Yo, Sam. You're warming up down here, otherwise sit down, please.
Let's have a reaction! Hey! Let's have a reaction!
Stansted looked to respond quickly, the shot following the corner blocked before Mo Carvalho scooped his effort over the bar. The away side meanwhile wanted a second goal to put the game away, but Pellin was on top of Roberts' flick at the near post. After Billy Coyne's free kick had drifted wide of the St Margaretesbury goal, McPherson did well to find space and playing Roberts on the left, the striker showing fancy footwork before having his shot blocked by Sam West. McPherson curled a shot safely into Pelham's arms before Stansted went back on the attack. Their best chance yet at drawing level came as Carvalho's cross found Jack Mitchell at the back post, the volley stinging the gloves of Martin. At the other end, Stansted's defenders were doing a good job of keeping their own goalie safe by blocking shots before they could reach him. With 20 minutes to play, they finally found their equaliser. Mitchell's clever first touch creating the space he needed to get away a shot that beat Martin at his near post. The victory in their sights, Mitchell was freed down the right flank, but wasted his cross when there were bodies available in the box. Another key block from West prevented Balthazar from restoring St Margaretesbury's lead, before Mitchell again got the ball on the right, only for his final delivery to travel unimpeded through the penalty area.
Come on.
The 3 points still felt very much on the table for both sides going into the final moments, and the away side nearly snatched all three when Tom Massey's long-range effort was deflected to the path of Balthazar, who forced a fine diving save from Pellin. In the end, a draw could probably be considered a fair result, although both teams will feel they wasted chances to have taken home the win. The draw leaves the two teams sitting side by side in the lower mid-table of the Essex Senior League.
Well done.
Cheers, mate.
You're walking up the street yourself, mate. Nice one, mate. Good luck, yes. Nice one.
So Saffron Walden Town maintain their unbeaten start and stay top of the Essex Senior League. Please don't forget to check out the links to the description below. Thanks for watching.